Chrisley Knows best fans are abandoning the famous family. They're calling for the cancellation of their reality series. This comes after a jury determined that Todd and Julie Chrisley will face federal charges of fraud and tax evasion. TV show's Ace was the first to report the verdict from their short-lived trial. On Tuesday, June 7, the Chrisley family trended on social media for all the wrong reasons. A jury found Todd and Julie Chrisley guilty. They could face 30 years in prison. For now, they've been ordered to home confinement. Now, fans are calling for the family's cancellation. Per The Hollywood Reporter, the USA Network plans to keep Chrisley Knows Best on the air despite the verdict. The network renewed the show for another season. The cable network plans to air the second half of Chrisley Knows Best's 9th season on Thursday, June 23. Some fans have been looking forward to the return of their favorite family. However, the tide changed since their conviction. Those fans are calling for the cancellation of the franchise. The reality series was the network's highest-watched show. A week before the trial started, parent company NBC Universal announced their future plans with the troubled family. They filmed the new season months before the trial. Earlier this week, a jury found Todd Chrisley and his wife Julie Chrisley guilty of fraud and tax evasion. The couple could face 30 years in prison. They were previously accused of evading their taxes from 2008 to 2016. Per Insider, they were also convicted of bank fraud, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, and tax fraud. Among other charges, Julie was convicted of the same charges as her husband, including wire fraud. Now, the reality stars could end up behind bars, according to the report. They won't find out their punishment for a few more months. Now that the court found them guilty, fans want to cancel them out. In lieu of the verdict, Chrisley Knows Best fans are calling for their cancellation. Most of them took to Twitter to share their thoughts about the verdict. Most of them are calling for the cancellation of the reality series. They're still tweeting about the Chrisleys at the time of this article. However, not all the fans support the cancellation. One wrote, "They better not cancel Chrisley Knows Best. Ick if they did fraud. I love their show." Another asked, "Are they going to cancel that Chrisley show? I like that little nanny." What are your thoughts? Do you think USA Network should cancel Chrisley Knows Best? Do you still plan to watch the show? Sound off below in the comment section. Chrisley Knows Best. Fans abandon family. Call for cancellation. In a world where reality TV has become a staple of entertainment, few shows have captured the attention of viewers quite like Chrisley Knows Best. The show, which follows the lavish lives of the Chrisley family, became an instant hit when it premiered in 2014. Patriarch Todd Chrisley, with his Southern charm, sharp wit, and often over-the-top personality, quickly became the face of the show. His wife, Julie, and their children, Lindsay, Chase, Savannah, and Grayson, round out the family dynamic, offering a blend of humor, drama, and relatable moments. The family's affluent lifestyle, combined with their quirky personalities, made the show both intriguing and entertaining for millions of fans. However, in recent years, the once loyal fanbase has begun to turn against the Chrisleys. With the family now embroiled in multiple legal battles, the very foundation of Chrisley Knows Best is being questioned. The calls for the show's cancellation are growing louder, and fans are torn between their love for the Chrisleys and their disappointment in the actions that have cast a shadow over the show's once lighthearted premise. The rise of Chrisley Knows Best. When Chrisley Knows Best first hit the airwaves, it stood out among other reality shows due to its focus on family values, wealth, and the over-the-top antics of the Chrisley clan. The show portrayed Todd as a wealthy businessman who was deeply committed to his family. His larger-than-life personality, combined with his intense control over his children's lives, made for both funny and sometimes cringe-worthy moments. The family's lavish lifestyle, which included expensive cars, designer clothes, and luxurious homes, became a key selling point of the show. One of the reasons the show was so successful was that the Chrisleys, for all their wealth, presented themselves as relatable. Todd's over-the-top behavior was tempered by his love for his family. and fans could see glimpses of vulnerability beneath the bravado. The family's drama and humorous antics resonated with viewers who tuned in each week to see what would happen next in the Chrisley household. The show's success led to multiple seasons, spin-offs, and a strong social media following. Todd's catchphrases, his lavish lifestyle, and his sometimes divisive parenting style created or loved to love. The Chrisleys seemed like the perfect reality TV family, wealthy, eccentric, and always entertaining. The legal troubles begin in 2019. The Chrisley family's picture-perfect world began to crumble when Todd and Julie were indicted on federal charges of tax evasion and bank fraud. The couple was accused of using fraudulent documents to obtain millions of dollars in loans and avoiding taxes. The indictment sent shockwaves through the reality TV world, and fans who had been following the family for years were left in disbelief. In 2020, Todd and Julie were found guilty on multiple charges related to the scheme. The legal troubles continued as the family faced charges ranging from wire fraud to tax evasion. The couple denied all charges, claiming that they were the victims of a conspiracy. They maintained their innocence throughout the trial, but the public perception of the Chrisleys began to shift. The once beloved reality TV family was now at the center of a major legal scandal. The timing of the charges was particularly damaging to the show. Chrisley Knows Best was still in production, and fans were unsure how to reconcile the family's behavior with the image of them they had grown to love. The show's portrayal of wealth and family values suddenly seemed more like a facade, and viewers began to question whether they could continue supporting a family facing such serious allegations. Fans began to turn as the legal battle raged on. Fans began to express their disappointment in the Chrisleys. What had once been an entertaining look into a wealthy family's life became clouded by the accusations of financial mismanagement and deceit. The Chrisleys were no longer just a source of entertainment. They had become symbols of greed and dishonesty in the eyes of many viewers. Social media, once a platform where fans expressed their love for the show, became a breeding ground for criticism. Fans who had previously supported Todd's brash personality and Julie's more reserved demeanor began to question their actions. Some accused the family of setting a bad example for viewers, especially given that many of their fans were younger or impressionable. Others wondered how much of the show was scripted or exaggerated for dramatic effect, casting doubt on the authenticity of the family's public image. The calls for the cancellation of Chrisley Knows Best began to gain traction. Some fans felt betrayed by the Chrisleys, believing that their actions had tainted the image of the show. Others felt that it was time for the network to move on from a family embroiled in such serious legal issues. The once adoring fan base was beginning to fracture, with many questioning whether it was still appropriate to support a family facing federal charges. The impact on the Chrisleys brand. The legal troubles have had a profound impact on the Chrisleys brand. Prior to the scandal, the family was able to leverage their popularity into business ventures, endorsement deals, and public appearances. However, the cloud of legal issues has caused many brands to distance themselves from the family. Sponsorship deals that once seemed like a given are now a thing of the past, and public appearances have become more limited. Todd and Julie's legal battles have also affected the show itself. In an effort to maintain interest, the network has tried to keep the show going, but it's clear that the once strong fan base is not as invested as it once was. The show's ratings have seen a decline, and it's uncertain how much longer the family can maintain the illusion of a perfect life when they are dealing with such significant legal issues behind the scenes. The Chrisleys have attempted to address the situation through interviews and public statements, but the damage may already be done. The public has become disillusioned with the family, and some fans have even gone so far as to call for the cancellation of Chrisley Knows Best. It's a difficult situation for a family that once seemed invincible in the world of reality the future of Chrisley Knows Best as of now. Chrisley Knows Best is still on the air, though its future remains uncertain. The calls for cancellation have only grown louder, and it's unclear whether the show can survive in the wake of the Chrisleys' legal troubles. The The family's behavior and legal issues have caused irreparable damage to the brand, and many fans feel that the show no longer reflects the lighthearted family entertainment it once was. The question remains, can the Chrisleys recover from this scandal, or is their time in the spotlight over? It's possible that the family could continue to rebuild their image over time, but it would likely require a major shift in how they present themselves to the public. The reality TV world is full of scandals and controversies, but the Chrisleys may have crossed a line that is difficult to come back from. Conclusion: Chrisley Knows Best was once a beloved show that captured the hearts.